Okay, I'm going to go as quick as I can. To be honest with you, it should take you maybe 4 times as long as it takes me. That's the way I'm going to figure it out. It really shouldn't take you that long, because especially if you're just going to follow along. But if it does, that's okay. 4 times as long to get it done. So I'm going to go quickly because that's the way you make money. All right, so what we're going to be looking for, obviously, is completeness. We're going to also look for to make sure you got your interiors and exterior walls done. Remember that your interior walls are 4 inches thick, your exterior walls are 6 inches thick. We want to make sure they're all there, and these are the ways you get this full credit for it. We want to place all the windows. We will use tool palettes to place windows, and we'll use tool palettes to place interior and exterior doors. We'll also use the tool palette to place our plumbing fixture that is a toilet, but the rest of them we're going to have to work out on our own. And then we'll use all our kitchen appliances, which we will also make on our own. And then we will add the dimensions we're supposed to add and the work triangle when we're done. And there's an easy way to calculate that also. We're going to make sure we turn this on time, in on time to get full credit, but this is how this is going to work if you're 1 to 2 days late, 3 to 4 days late, 5 to 6 days late, 7 to 8 days late. All right, so the problem we're going to be working on is the Stafford, and this is what's happening here. We need to, once again, make sure all of these things are covered. 4-inch thick interior walls, exterior walls are 6 inches thick, all major plumbing features and kitchen appliances, work triangle. That's it. So remember, these exterior walls are 6 inches thick all the way around the outside. Interior walls are all 4 inches thick. And I'm just going to kind of cook right through it. This is in the beginning, within the first 2 minutes of this, so if you ever have to go back, I would pause this as many times as you need to go back to this point here at 2 minutes. But other than that, you should be ready to roll. So now that the 2 minutes is over, let's get started. All right, so we're going to go in here, create a new drawing right off the bat, AutoCAD, and get open that up. And I'm going to close this for now because I want the space. So wait a minute, let me get that. Close that. So I want the space. I'm going to click top. And first thing I'm going to do is type in units and enter. I'm going to change my units to architectural and change this to 00. Click OK, and we'll go from there. All right, so now I'll go back to home here, and what I want to do is I want to create a layer properties, and I'm going to create a new layer and call it construction. And I'm going to change the color to yellow, and I will also set it so it is not something we print with, and I'll go ahead and double click it and it becomes the regular one. Okay, so now we're ready to move on. I'm going to start by drawing a construction line, so we can click on X line wherever it's at up here. If it's up here somewhere, there's a ray. I don't even remember which one it is. Is that it? That's a break, join? Nope. Wow. Not an array. I just want to click on a line. Well, you know what? Maybe you can figure out where it's at. Not modify, it's draw. It's one of these. It's that right there. That's the one. Construction line, and I will do this so it goes horizontal, and I want it to go through 0, 0, and then I will also do the same thing. Construction line, that's vertical, and it goes through 0, 0. Alright, so now I'm going to zoom out a little bit. I'll go ahead and offset that line, and I'm going to offset it 36 feet 1 inch. Click this one and go up that way. So it should have a line that's up there. We'll get there in just a second. And let's see, we're going to offset this now 61 foot 9 inches. And that gets us to the other end of this right here. So we should be good. Now there's the outside of our drawing. Right, and so now I'm going to go in here, change this back to that. And I'll click line, and I'm going to draw a line that goes from here to here. There to there. I'm going to hit F8 to turn ortho on, and we'll start working from there. Now this house is a little bit different. We're not going to go from center lines. We'll offset this here 6 inches, and I'm going to offset that one that goes this way, and this way, and maybe even do this one right here while we can. To make life a little bit easier, I'm going to go ahead and click trim, right click, and get rid of the pieces of the walls that I don't want there for right now. So that gets me down to where all these walls are going to be interior walls. So now I can offset again. I'm going to offset 11 foot 2 inches, and that gets me to the width of this room. And I'll offset 4 inches. Oops, I messed that up. 11 foot 2 inches. and that goes here, and then I'll offset 4 inches, and that gets me that room right there. Now, what I think I'm going to do is I want to make sure that I got this wall right here drawn already, and I'm going to go ahead and kind of figure this out. So I'll go 11 foot 4, and I'm going to work on just this room right here and be done with it. So we'll go here, and I'm going to offset. Let's go ahead and do this. We're going to click trim, and I'll trim this out because that'll make it so I can get this wall right. So now when I offset 11 foot 4 inches, I can go up there and have that and offset, and I'll do 4 inches again. And so now that wall is already determined, and I've got that in there. So I'm going to go ahead and click trim, right click. I'm going to get this one, but this right here is not done yet. Okay, so next, when we do that, we've got a 4-inch wall here. So now we'll go back down here and we're going to worry about this. So this is 11 foot 2 also over here. That's going to determine where that wall is right there. So when we offset this, I'll offset 11 foot 2 inches. And go this way, and then that's going to be an exterior wall, so I'm going to 6 inches this time, and I'll offset over that way. Alright, so now we've determined where that's at. I'm going to click trim, right click, and get rid of this and that, and come down here and get rid of this one also. Alright, I might go ahead and just do this to make sure I got it all clear as we move forward. Now, this wall we're going to offset, and it's going to be 10 foot. So I'll offset 10 foot this way, and then I will offset another 4 inches there. Alright, so that looks like it's going to be kind of close, but it'll be okay because we're going to do some changes around in here later on. But to make life simple, I'm going to go ahead and click trim, trim, and get rid of that and this. Alright, so now I've got that determined. This being said, that means that this line, even though I trimmed it already, I'm going to extend this one. Right click, I'll extend that one out, and I'll extend this one out right here because I'm not going to need this line anymore. I'm also not going to need that line anymore. Alright, and then I'll click fillet and put my radius as 0 and do from here to here, and the same here. Do fillet with a radius from here to there. Okay, so now we've got that portion of the house determined. We can go up here then, and we'll start worrying about our way down this way. So we'll go 11 foot 9 or 11 foot down this way to get that going. So we'll offset 11 foot, and that gets us the width of this room right here. And I'll offset 4 inches again. Oops, I must have done something wrong. Offset 11 foot. And then offset 4 inches, and that's the width of that room right there. Now that goes beyond this, so that's a little bit different, but let's worry about this room here, and then we'll worry about the top room. So we're going to get this 10 foot room also right there, and so now I'll offset 10 foot down here like that, and I'll offset 4 inches this way. Okay. So now we're looking at what's really going on here is what's happening in this part right here. And we'll worry about that part of it later. Actually, we could, if we really wanted to, worry about it now. So let's do this. Offset 3 foot. We're going to, oops, let me do this. I'm going to click trim, right click, and I'm going to get rid of that, and I'm going to get rid of that. And so now when I click offset, and I'll offset 3 foot, I'll do this way, and then I'll offset 4 inches. That gives me my 3 foot in here. And so now we can click on fillet and say, oops, I want to click trim, right click, and get that part of it out of there. Right, I can get that part out also, and I'm going to go ahead and erase that one and erase this one, and let's see. Oh, and then when I'll fillet this right here, I'm going to get fillet from here to here. So now I got that worked out. Alright, we'll worry about the door stuff later on, but I'm going to go ahead and just close this up for now, just to make sure we get that right. But that's where the door will go on that part. Now, let's see. If we type DI, that gives us the distance, and we know now know that that's 19 inches. 1 foot 9 inches, so that's 21 inches deep. So that's how deep that closet is. I would like them to be a little bit deeper, but mathematically that's how that one's going to work out. So what we'll do next is we're going to worry about this part up here, this room. this is where this wall is, and this wall obviously goes beyond that right there, because this wall goes the entire width of this all the way across. So that being said, let's go back here, and we're going to go like this. We're going to click on extend, right click, and click on that, and that gets us out to there, and then we'll click on, well, we'll stick with this for now. What we'll do is we're going to click, then we'll click trim, and we're going to trim that part, and this part, and this part, this part, and this part. Alright, so now we've got that established. Let's go in here, and I'm going to try to fix that a little bit. Now, my way isn't the perfect way, and I'm okay with that. So, I'm just trying to get this done the best way possible for me. And then using AutoCAD. So now I'll offset again, 14 foot 9 inches. And that gets us the length of this room. And I'll offset 4 inches here. It gets us the length of that room. Alright, so we got that figured out. And go ahead and click trim. Right click there and there. Alright, so now we've got that part of it worked out. We're going to come down off of here, so offset 60 inches here to get where this wall is, because that's where the bathroom is, and then offset 4 inches from there. Oops, click offset 4 inches, and we'll come down here. So now we've established that there's a bathroom here, and where this closet is. Oops, trim, right click, that one, that, and that. Okay, so we've got that worked out. This other part here we're not going to worry about quite yet, but I might do something like this. Let's try this. We're going to click extend here, and we're going to extend this. We want to extend both of those, that and that, down to here. So that gets us, establishes where that whole thing is there. Now, let's look at this. If we look at that, and the reason we want to do that is we type DI and enter, we're going to see right here that that is a 3'3" wide hallway. Alright, so we've set that as 3'3", so we'll go back here and get rid of those. And I'm going to offset this 3'3" because that's how wide our hallway is, and we'll go down like that. Right click and enter. Oops. Offset 3'3". You could do 3'6" or something like that if you wanted 3 foot, or then we'll offset 4 inches and go down like this. So now we'll talk about doing a fillet, and we're going to fillet this and fillet this. So now we've got those established, and we should be pretty good there. Alright, so we got that part down. Now, this part right here goes all the way out, so I'm going to go ahead and click extend. And I'm going to extend that, and I'll just go ahead and extend them all the way out there. And now we're ready to go back down here and establish that that's 11'2" that way and 11'2" this way. So we're going to offset 11'2" and we will go this way, and then let's go ahead and click trim. Use that as our cutting edge. Get rid of this one and this one. And we're going to offset offset 6 inches outward. Offset 6 inches to get the exterior walls. Oops, I messed that up. 6 inches to go out this way, there, and there. Alright, so now that's all determined where we're going to do that. So we'll click fillet, and we'll click this and this. Repeat fillet, do that one and this one. Repeat fillet, this and this. Repeat fillet, this one and this one. Alright, so we're getting close to our 15-minute mark. So this opening goes right into the hallway there, so we're going to go ahead and click, I'm going to click extend. And I'm going to extend this one out right there like that. And I'll just click on trim. Right click, and I'm going to get rid of that and this and this. Alright, so that's probably going to change a little bit. We're at 14:45, and we're going to stop and move on to the next video.